We have the lower jawbone. Now what do we have? The upper jawbone. Okay, and then of course the maxilla is right through here. When you're young, the maxilla. Wait, excuse me. Maxilla. How many pairs? Singular or pairs? Two. Just two. Okay. You have one bone in your head that when you're young it's not considered one part. What is that one bone when you get older is considered one part? Is it frontal?
Well, the frontal bone doesn't develop until your early 20s.
Really?
Yep.
And I had fun with my nephew, my great nephew the other day. I was squishing the top of his head. Yeah, and it was true. You can that's
The cotton now?
yeah, it was
Yeah,
squishy. It was squishy. But anyway, did I tell you how soft he was?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of anything else. This is really hard without notes in front of me. Let's see what else. Let's talk about you working on your faces right there. What is one of the rules that I tell y'all about when you're working on a face? You need to take breaks and do something to check on the status of your work. What do we do? Step away from it and look at it. At least an arm's length, so you can say, "Hey, is this looking right?" For example, Jackson's. When I looked at his, more than yeah, we got a little bit of work, Jackson, but guess what? We're here for you. Okay, we're gonna make that one work. But anyway, little things. Y'all remember we have 3 views of our decedent, pictures of our decedent that we use to make our heads. What are those 3 views and what values are those 3 views to us as we work on our heads? Anybody can remember? Remember 3 pictures. What are they? Front. Let's talk about the frontal. What's the frontal going to show you? Wait. What's the frontal going to show you? It's going to show you the width of the face. What else? Anything else? Sometimes it may show you, with the fullness of the cheeks. Yeah, fullness of the cheeks. It can also show you. Give you some ideas of dimensions of the length of the face, how you're going to work everything else out with your nose and all those other features, how you're going to balance those out. We had frontal. What else other view do we have? Side view is going to show what specifically? The profile. The profile. And it's going to tell us 1 of 3 different types of profiles, basically. What are they? Concave, convex, and straight. Okay? All right. If we have a 3/4 view, that's the one that's going to show us the depth of the cheeks right there. That's the most significant. And you need that 3/4 view to help you understand when you're putting your wax on your head, how much wax you're going to put, mainly in the cheek areas, maybe even the chin area. Will give you some of the indication there. All right. Any questions so far? We've gone through a whole lot. Y'all remember some of this stuff? Is it coming back? I really hope it is. This is a good review for a comp review for Adonis. Is it not, Adonis, with your anatomy and all this? Let me think what else we can ask you about the proportions. Body. A body is how many heads tall typically? 7.5 to what? 8. So you got one body here, one head here, down here, whatever. Can you talk about Miss Eeks? What is that called? The planes of the body?
Yeah.
Can you do that off the top of your head?
Yes. So you have the frontal or the coronal plane that divides the body into superior, posterior. So what is superior? Not superior. Anterior.
Front.
Posterior. And then we have the transverse plane. That's superior and inferior. So what is the transverse plane? Is it horizontal or vertical? Okay. And then we have the mid-sagittal and the sagittal plane. So what's the difference between those two?
Mid-sagittal is not quite in the
That's
middle,
the midline of the body. It's also known as the median plane, and then a sagittal plane is a vertical plane that can go on either side, depending.
If we're going toward to the feet, what are we referring to? That term, inferior.
Inferior.
Going toward the head, what?
Inferior.
She told you anterior is toward the front of the body. What's in the back of the body?
Posterior.
What's the other word for anterior?
Dorsal.
Dorsal.
Ventral.
Ventral.
And then the back is dorsal, because remember the shark and the dorsal fin? It's on the back.
When you're going away from the body, what is that called? What's that term? Away from the body.
Lateral.
Lateral, pulling away.
Distal.
Going toward the center of the body is medial.
Medial.
Okay, trying to think some other terms there.
What about when your arm is going away from the midline?
Abduction.
Abduction.
I would have missed that one.
Towards
Abduction.
adduction, like you're adding or you're abducting.
What about this one? What is this one?
That is the circumduction. When you
Circumduction.
move your arm in a circular motion. I'm not quite sure why the purpose of that, but that's the name of it.
Because dead people aren't know what.
Yeah,
I don't know this
I
anymore.
would leave.
All right,
Nobody should be doing that.
we're done. Did you feel